From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Emilia Albornoz.
And I'm Mikey Tonko. Attorney General Pam Bondi has been fired from the Department of Justice.
For now, she will be replaced by Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who Trump says will serve as acting Attorney General. Sources said Trump has been waiting the move for days and delivered the news in what one person described as a tough conversation. The president has grown frustrated with Bondi on several fronts, including her handling of records tied to Jeffrey Epstein and a lack of prosecutions targeting his political opponents. In a social media post, Trump says Bondi has a new job in the private sector. Police are investigating a shooting in Silver City that landed a teenage girl in the hospital with a gunshot wound to the head.
On Sunday at around 12:10 a.m., a 17-year-old was shot while riding inside a car near the area of Markets and Corbin Street. According to the Silver City Police Department, 26-year-old Esperideon Varela has been arrested but not charged with the shooting. Police are continuing to investigate the shooting and will not be releasing the names of other persons of interest. They are asking the public if they know anything to call the Silver City Police Department at 575-538-3723 or Central Dispatch at 575-388-8840. 7 days of proceedings for Josiah Ontiveros, the youngest accused Young Park shooter, have begun.
Ontiveros was 15 at the time of the shooting, and his lawyer claims self-defense. He arrived at Young Park and departed the park following the shooting with fellow defendants Thomas Rivas, Nathan Rivas, and Gustavo Dominguez. Thomas Rivas and Nathan Rivas were convicted in separate trials in February. Ontiveros' 7-day murder trial began on April 1st and is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and conspiracy.
Well, we've had a few days of really nice weather, haven't we?
I know, the nicest weather. Do you have any plans for Easter?
Well, I'm staying down here for the weekend, but I'm excited because we have been having a little bit of heat relief, so hopefully we can see it over the course of the weekend that is happening. But before I get too ahead of myself, let's go ahead and take a look at some of those current conditions that are happening right now. As you can see, sunny skies happening, a temperature of 76 degrees, those winds blowing from the west-southwest at 15 miles an hour. Humidity and dew point not too high, 11% and 21 degrees respectively, and then that barometer hanging just underneath that 30-inch threshold. Heading into some of the deeper numbers that we were seeing today, we had a high of 80 degrees, a low of 52, which averaged our historical average out to 75 degrees. While we've been complaining about the heat, we're still one step behind of that high record temp that we saw in 2021 at 88 degrees. And I definitely do much prefer the heat than that record low that they had a decade ago in 2016 of 27 degrees. No rain today, which leaves that yearly rainfall at just underneath the 2-inch mark. Now don't go too far because in a little bit I'll be showing you some of the weather that is happening across the nation. But first, let's kick it back to the desk.
Labor activist Cesar Chavez is being accused of sexually abusing young girls.
And now there is a big question if buildings in his name should be changed. News 22's Diego Gallegos has the story.
Where there is now strike breaking. Some of the schools are 100% illegal.
Cesar Chavez was once looked at as an icon for Latinos and farm workers. In the 1960s, he marched and advocated for farm workers' rights. And with Dolores Huerta, started what became the United Farm Workers of America.
Cesar Chavez is, or do I say was, a hero.
But now that legacy is tarnished by allegations of sexual abuse. Even from Dolores Huerta, who told the New York Times she bore 2 children from Chavez's assaults.
We had some feedback on social media, which indicated to the district that we would have some lengthy discussion.
Now around the country, Chavez's name is being removed from buildings and festivals. And now Las Cruces Public Schools is considering changing the name of Cesar Chavez Elementary School. A change that the school board is very familiar with.
6 years ago, Oñate High School was changed to Organ Mountain. Locals thought that the change was too quick and too expensive. And now they're saying the same about Cesar Chavez.
We should focus on the positive legacy rather than discrediting.
Melinda Sanchez is a mother of 3. She feels another name change will strip away more history from the city.
Those were schools that we cheered against and did everything. That felt like it was diminished and taken away from the achievements, because as a lot that's pushed is memorabilia and yearbooks and things that have come with it.
She says to graduates of her generation, it will always be Oñate High School. Even so, 4 of the 5 board members spoke in favor of the name change.
We should not commemorate this leader with schooling.
And now the board must decide which is more important, removing the name of an accused sexual abuser or keeping the name for the sake of tradition.
30 years.
Diego Gallegos, News 22.
Right there. Stay tuned. Diego will be back with our national weather forecast.
Welcome back to our sewing room for the 4700 series of Love of Quilting.
These new episodes are packed with fresh skills and inspiring projects, from bold, large-scale patchwork to quick and satisfying small designs.
Let's explore new and creative techniques like using a compensation plate for bulky seams, couching yarn to embellish, and even dyeing quilts with indigo.
From piecing and quilting to our beloved viewer tips, stitch along with us on this season of Love of Quilting.
Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Thousands of people have come here to the Centre of Seoul this evening. They have come to celebrate the newly elected president, Lee Jae-myung.
He's been firing rubber bullets at the direction of the crowd, and it shows you just how volatile the situation is.
We're seeing scenes of destruction like this one across Mandalay, and the reality on the ground is there just aren't enough pairs of hands.
Given the scale of the attacks we've seen over the past 48 hours, it doesn't feel like we're in ceasefire territory.
And with that, Diego is next with our national weather.
Well, we're definitely seeing some of those sunsets and sunrises coming in, but we're also seeing a little bit of wind. Here we can see in the Albuquerque-Santa Fe area, we're experiencing 31-mile-an-hour winds, moving into Flagstaff with 34 miles an hour. But then as we head up into the northern part of the nation, up near the northern section of Montana, near the Canadian border, we're seeing 38-mile-an-hour winds. Duluth, Minnesota, around the tip of the state at 42 mile an hour. But I mostly want you guys to focus right here on this northeastern tip of Iowa, kind of near Springfield, Illinois, where they're experiencing 36-mile-an-hour winds. Because as we go on to my next map, we can see that there are going to be maybe here in a second, a plethora of different warnings happening over here, mainly that tornado watch that they are on. So hopefully things begin to suddenly start to calm down a little bit. But as we can see in Illinois and Indiana, pretty much both of those states are fully covered in those wind advisories. And then, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, in the northern part of the nation, we're seeing a little bit more of some winter weather watches. So some colder temperatures, some higher winds, some snow, definitely all things that we really want to see down here in the borderlands. But unfortunately, it's on the complete opposite side of the country. Heading into the next map, we're going to be taking a look at some live cams that are happening across the state. This is over here in Rio Doso, a beautiful day happening out there. The sun's shining bright, some streets that are very busy, some people getting off of work just now. So hopefully they have some time to stop by some of the shops that are out there, get a bite to eat and enjoy that beautiful day. And then over onto the final map that is happening over in Red River. You can see not the same day that we're happening over there, definitely a little bit more clouds. So some potential rain that's going to be happening, and those streets a little bit more dry. So hopefully some people go out there and enjoy some of the shade that is happening from some of those higher heats that are going on. Now don't go too far, because just after the break, I'll be showing you what is going on with the temperatures around the land of enchantment. But first, let's go to break.
There are some combinations that just make sense. Peanut butter and jelly, mac and cheese, KRWG-Public Media, and a free cup of coffee? Of course. Let's try it during a coffee visit and chat at Tranquil Buzz in Silver City on Thursday, April 9th from 9 to 11 a.m. Visit with KRWG staff and enjoy a free cup of coffee. KRWG-Public Media, powered by you.
Are you getting KRWG's Airwaves digital program guide in your email? If not, there's an easy and convenient way to get it delivered straight to your inbox. Simply go to krwg.org, click on the button that says Subscribe to Airwaves Online, fill out your email information, and just like that, you'll be on your way to receiving Airwaves up to 2 weeks before the beginning of the month via email. KRWG Public Media, powered by you.
Welcome back. Let's go ahead and see how some of those temperatures are shaping up across the state. So over here in Farmington, we're looking at 69 degrees. The state capital of Santa Fe at 66, Gallup at 64, Albuquerque at 76, Socorro at 80, heading out east to Clovis at 81 degrees, Roswell topping the mountain over here at 85, Rio Doso at a cooler 66, so definitely want to head up there. And then Las Cruces and Deming at a respectful 80 and 81 degrees. Heading into tomorrow, we're going to see overall a little bit of cooler temperatures, except for down here in southern New Mexico, which is a little bit annoying. Farmington at 58, Santa Fe, state capital at 61, Albuquerque at 65, out east here in Clovis at a stubborn, consistent 81, Roswell at 84, Rio Doso at a nice 69, and then finally Las Cruces and Deming at 83 and 82. Heading into some of the neighboring cities around Las Cruces, it's going to be partly cloudy skies tonight at a low of 52, but then that temperature going to quickly rise to a high of 82, also with partly cloudy skies. True to the consequences, the best name for a city out there, a low of 52 degrees, also those partly cloudy skies, and then a high of 83 tomorrow with sunny skies. And I wish I could change up the script, but in Silver City is also going to be partly cloudy skies, this time with a low of 47, and then a little bit of a cooler high of 73 with partly cloudy skies. And then finally, ending here in the city of the Cruces, a low of 52 degrees. You could guess it, those partly cloudy skies. Also happening tomorrow with those clouds, and then a high of 83. In a little bit, I'll be showing you of what is going to be happening over the course of the weekend. But first, back to the desk for more news.
Ben Schlittler is next with sports.
Well, thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, after a brief snafu, NMSU baseball is back. You can toss that remote because News 22 Sports is next.
On this season of Patty's Mexican Table, we are in the Yucatan Peninsula. ¡Qué rico! I'm gonna take all the things I learned here and put them to use in my kitchen so that you can use them too.
Friday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Join KRWG Public Media for a free screening of the independent lens film The Librarians at Thomas Brannigan Memorial Library in Las Cruces, Thursday, April 23rd. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the screening begins promptly at 5:30, followed by a short discussion. Light snacks will be provided.
I'm Samantha Brown, and I'm always looking to find the destinations, the experiences, and most importantly, the people who make us feel like we're really a part of a place. That's why I have a love of travel and why these are my places to love.
Saturday at 7 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Welcome back. I'm Ben Schlittler, and let's talk sports. After a brief pause in their schedule due to some players catching some illnesses, the NMSU baseball team will take the field again over the next 3 days against conference rival Delaware. Now, the break might wind up being a good reset for the team. They dropped their last 4 games, and in their last series against Middle Tennessee State, they suffered 3 close, failed comeback attempts in a row. They'll hope to exercise those demons over the next 3 days here at Presley Askew Fields. You can catch those games on ESPN+. It's a historic moment for NMSU's swimming and dive team as freshman Natalia Florian became the first Aggie to earn a Mountain Pacific Sports Federation annual award. She took home Freshman of the Year, and she led all first-year swimmers in scoring at the conference championships and helped the Aggies get to 2nd overall. She played a key role in championship-winning relay that set both school and facility records. Florian's standout debut season hopefully signals a strong future for the Aggies in the conference. And this Saturday is going to be like Christmas for fans of combat sports here in the Borderland. The North American Grappling Association is holding their largest open tournament on Saturday in El Paso, and the best martial artists in the region and across the nation are going to show up to battle it out. Now, this competition is open to all practitioners, from pure beginners all the way to black belts, and competitors in the top division are going to be fighting for title belts and cash prizes if they win their weight class. We'll also see competitors from around the nation and around the world showing up to compete. Each bout is going to last 4 minutes, and you can either win via submission or points you can accumulate during the match. The tournament begins this Saturday at 9 a.m. at the El Paso Coliseum. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action next week. Still ahead on News 22, Diego will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
Having aired in the U.S. and internationally for over 3 decades, Wailana Yoga helped pioneer the modern-day yoga movement. With her clear and authentic instruction set against spectacular scenic backdrops and uplifting music, Wailana makes yoga easily accessible and enjoyable for people of all backgrounds and experience levels.
Sunday morning at 6:30 on KRWG Public Media.
I'm Michaela Malazzi, and I'm back with a brand new season of Bare Feet, where I continue to connect with the world one dance at a time. Join me for this new Season 8 of dance and music adventures from around the world.
Saturday morning at 9:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Let's go ahead and see what's happening over here on Easter weekend. Not a lot really going on, just cloudy skies and some temperatures in the low 70s. So should be some nice weather over the weekend. So should be nice to enjoy. That's all that I have.
Sounds great. And that's all for News 22 Thursday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in next week for more news, but don't go too far because Shaila Milian Morales is next with Noticias 22 en español. I'm Emilia Albornoz.
And I'm Mikey Tonko, and from the whole News 22 team, have an amazing night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Muy buenas noches, mi nombre es Shaila Milian Morales y les doy la bienvenida a Noticias 22. La fiscal general Pam Bondi ha sido destituida del Departamento de Justicia. Por ahora será reemplazada por el vicefiscal general Todd Blanche, quien servirá como fiscal interno. Fuentes dicen que Trump había considerado esta decisión por días debido a su frustración con Bondi, incluyendo su manejo de documentos en relación con Jeffrey Epstein y la falta de procesamientos contra sus oponentes políticos. En una publicación en redes sociales, Trump dijo que Bondi tiene un nuevo trabajo en el sector privado. Ha comenzado los procedimientos en el caso de Josiah Ontiveros, el acusado más joven del tiroteo de Young Park. Ontiveros tenía 15 años en el momento del incidente y su defensa alega legítima defensa. Actualmente enfrenta 3 cargos de asesinato en primer grado y conspiración. El juicio comenzó ayer. También se informó que otros acusados en el caso ya fueron condenados en juicios separados en febrero. Una adolescente de 17 años resultó herida y de gravedad tras un tiroteo en Silver City y se encuentra hospitalizada con una herida de bala en la cabeza. El incidente ocurrió el domingo a medianoche mientras la joven viajaba en un vehículo. La policía arrestó a Espidereon Varela, un convicto de 26 años, quien no ha sido acusado por el tiroteo. Las autoridades encontraron armas y metanfetamina durante un cateo y continúan investigando. Se pide a cualquier persona con información que se comunique con el Departamento de Policía de Silver City. Y hasta aquí las noticias de hoy. No olviden seguirnos en Instagram, Facebook y YouTube. Soy Shaila Milian Morales y les deseo una muy buena noche.